Hey everyone, Justin here. In this video, I wanted to share with you some of my favorite gear that I've gotten from La Sportiva this year. And you know, if it's coming from me, it's about light and fast gear for moving efficiently in the mountains. And all the gear I want to show you today is actually located in the back of this very running vest. Take this guy off, twirl around, and start with our first piece. I have today, this is the Lumina 100 insulated jacket from La Sportiva. And if you look at it, it's so tiny in its stuff sack. So we're going to take it out, let it get some air in there. And as you can see, it's a beautiful, absolutely gorgeous insulated jacket. This jacket is made with 1,000 fill power down. You basically can't get better down than 1,000 fills. And that's what they decided to make this jacket out of. And inside this jacket is 70 grams total of that 1,000 fill power down. Now, I just got this jacket. The Lumina line just dropped a couple of days ago, so I haven't been able to test it out as much as I'd like, but I am looking forward to using the Lumina 100 jacket right now in the fall, where a lightweight insulated jacket makes a lot of sense. This is a good piece to wear when you have stopped for a moment, say on the summit of the mountain, or when you're taking a little break to have lunch or just a snack, just so you don't get cold again. This would probably not be the jacket that I'd wear if I was cold while running or while hiking. And if you do get the down jacket wet from, say, your perspiration, the insulative qualities of the down will degrade and the jacket won't be as warm. Other uses for this jacket is like, say you stop for the day and you're going to camp. When you're moving, you're going to stay warm just from your exertion. But at camp, you're going to stop. You're going to start getting cold. Put this jacket on first, you're going to trap all that heat that you've been producing. This is also a really great jacket to wear as a supplementary layer while you're sleeping in your sleeping bag. Say your sleeping bag isn't really rated for how cold it is that night and you're not feeling warm enough. You can supplement with something like this down jacket to be a little bit warmer. Now, this jacket doesn't have a hood itself. If you're looking for a hood, there is another product from La Sportiva called the Lumina 200. It's a much heavier jacket. Still uses that 1,000 fill down, and it also has a hood. But if you want, you can buy a downhill separately, like I have with this guy. And these run about 30 to 90 grams themselves. And you just put it on over your head, and now you're really ready for some winter activities. Whew. All right, so I'm inside and I'm starting to sweat, so I'm gonna take the Lumina 100 off. I'll put a link in the description of this video to the product page of the Lumina 100 and all the other products that I talk about. Oh, that's much better. As you saw, this Lumina 100 jacket comes with a little stuff sack you can store it in while you're on the go. And if I was you, I'd actually keep that little stuff sack in the pocket of the Lumina, just so you know where it is all the time. This is a bona fide ultralight piece right here. It weighs a little under 200 grams for a US men's size large. And this is by far the lightest down-filled insulated jacket that I own. In fact, this is about 70 grams lighter than my previous ultralight down jacket. So I'm really happy with the loss of weight in my pack. Now, I wouldn't want to make this jacket my daily driver. The face fabric, the liner, it's probably very, very thin, probably a 10D or even a 7D lightweight nylon material. So it's going to be a little bit more delicate than something else you might be used to. All right, that's the Lumina 100 jacket from La Sportiva. Ooh, what's next? So instead of hanging up Christmas socks for the holidays, we just hang up running vests. All right, this is the Equilibrium thermal hoodie from La Sportiva. And this is an awesome mid layer. If you haven't guessed, I really love red. And this is a very lightweight, gridded fleece mid layer with a full zip on the front. And this one has a hood. I love this mid layer. This is a great mid layer to wear, again, in those shoulder seasons like we have right now. It's going to be very warm, but actually pretty breathable because this is a very lightweight gridded material. So the sleeves are going to be a little longer than normal, and they feature some thumb loops for my thumbs. And that's really useful if you have a jacket over this mid layer. You don't tend to lose your mid layer as easily with these thumb loops. It also has a chest pocket, and check this out, side pockets. So happy about that. I did receive one of these last year, but it was made with a thicker gridded fleece, so it wasn't really great for actually hiking or running. It just made me too warm too quickly. But this weight of fleece is absolutely perfect. Of course, it's made out of polyester, so it does have some moisture wicking properties. You can tell because the interior has kind of a fuzziness to it, and the exterior is a little bit more slick. And that's so that sweat and perspiration can get absorbed into those grids easily. And then once it gets to the other side, it will expand out into the surface of the exterior and hopefully evaporate away. This comes in about 313 grams for a US size large. And this is a really great piece to bring backpacking or fast packing, where you know you're going to be moving in some terrain that has some abrasive elements to it. Cliff faces, bushwhacking with a bunch of trees around it. If you're like me, an accident prone, you fall a lot, and you want to make sure that your mid layer survives. So the Equilibrium thermal hoodie is going to be nowhere near as light as, say, an Alpha Direct base layer, but it's going to be a whole lot more durable. So this mid layer is something that's durable enough where I'll wear most every day on my bike rides, in the morning or in the evening, or after a run where I'm starting to get chilly. Pop this on and get home without freezing to death. Or if I'm warming up before a bouldering session, you know, put this on for a couple minutes and you're good to go. And like many pieces from La Sportiva, it's made of recycled materials. So that's the Equilibrium thermal hoodie from La Sportiva. Ooh, might have just saved the best for last. This little guy is the La Sportiva Ethereal Pro rain jacket. So its chest pocket doubles as its storage sack. So let's unzip that pocket and check it out. This jacket's really amazing. And what's really amazing about it is it's a bona fide 3-layer breathable rain jacket that comes in at only 156 grams for a size US large men's. That's like 30-40 grams less than my previous lightest jacket that I own. So I don't know where they're getting the material off. It's just getting thinner and thinner, I guess. So this is a awesome mountain running, trail running jacket. You could probably take it fast packing as well. This is probably not going to be the jacket you want to choose for a 3-month through hike on the PCT. Instead, this is a great jacket to have stuffed in the back of your running vest just in case it starts raining cats and dogs. Of course, it does have a hood, and I absolutely love how far the zippers go up. So once you zip the whole thing up, you know, even my nose gets covered by this thing, and I absolutely love this cut. It reminds me of more like a cut you'll see on like a jacket made for the Alpine. So the benefits of this jacket, of course, is it's waterproof, it's breathable, it's very insanely light, and it packs down almost to nothing. Like I mentioned, this jacket only weighs 156 grams, but with that, it's going to be just a little bit more delicate than an alternative jacket that weighs twice as much. So just be a little careful with it. This would be a perfect jacket to bring on, you know, trail running, mountain running trips, the odd fast pack, but it would also be perfect kit for your A-game ultra race where they require you to bring some sort of waterproof layering. The Ethereal Pro does have a 20,000 millimeter hydrostatic head rating, which should be good for most ultra races out there. Features are kind of sparse on the Ethereal Pro, but two I want to show you, just so I cover everything, are cinches found on the lower side of the jacket. So you can cinch the bottom up, keep all that warm air in and water out so it splashes off of you. And there is a similar cinch on the back of the hood, so you can bundle up quite tightly. Yeah, looking good. Just ready for all those surprise snowstorms that I keep running into. So those are the 3 main products I wanted to show for you today, but as a bonus, there are a few other pieces that I've really enjoyed this year. First piece of bonus gear is this. This is the Blizzard wind jacket. Blizzard weighs about 100 grams for a size US men large. And it's designed just to keep you a little bit warmer when you're out, say above tree line and it gets super windy, or when the sun starts going down. You can have this again in the back of your running vest, put it on, and you'll kind of warm right back up. Now, why wouldn't I just use the rain jacket? Well, one, the rain jacket costs a hell of a lot more, and it's probably in my best interest to keep it as nice as possible for as long as possible. Rain jackets like the Ethereal Pro do have a durable, water-resistant coating on it, and that does wear off. So the longer you keep that coating in good shape, the longer you can go between having to reapply it. And you can do that at home, but the DWR product used to refresh a rain jacket isn't exactly cheap. And the Blizzard Pro is a whole lot lighter. This is a little over 100 grams, and the Ethereal Pro is a little over 150 grams. So if absolute weight is important, just bring the wind jacket. Now, of course, you can use all the gear I've just shown you together. Say you're on a fast pack that's going into the mountains. Still early in the morning, you pop out of tree line. Oh, it's a little chilly. Why don't I put my mid layer on? Lovely. You go along your way and, oh, you know, it's getting a little windy. I'll put my wind jacket on. So I'm going, hey, I've subbed to the mountain. And guess what? I'm going to hang out for a little while and eat some snacks. Time to put my Lumina 100 insulated layer on. All right, just eating my snacks. Oh my gosh, surprise snowstorm's coming. I guess I'll put my Ethereal Pro rain jacket on. All right, here we go. All right, I got all my layers on. I'm very warm because I'm actually inside next to very hot lights, but I'm gonna survive another day of summiting mountains before first checking the forecast before I leave. Whew. Okay, get these off. The next and last piece of bonus gear I want to show you is just a pair of running shorts. These are the Sportiva Trail Bite running shorts, and these have quickly become my favorite running shorts of all time. Why, do you ask? I personally have some monster thighs, and what happens when I run? Oh man, do they rub together. So I found what works for me the best is buying a pair of running shorts that have a compression liner. And that's what the Trail Bites have. And just using compression shorts works way better than relying on a product like Body Glide to solve this problem. So if you have the same problem of having these amazing, incredible, sexy, giant, muscular thighs, try some compression lined shorts like the Sportiva Trail Bites. All right, that looks like all I got for you today. Until I see you again, long may you rage.